Tell me what is sorting. Just a simple example. With a simple example, we will see what is the sorting definition, what is searching definition. These are some simple examples you people have. Okay. So now what is sorting? Some numbers are given. For example, arranging the items in a specific order. In specific order, that is, it can be either ascending order or descending order. Whatever the order, it can be either it can be ascending order or descending order. That is known as a sorting. For example, arranging the items in specific order, it can be either ascending or descending. Okay, this is known as sorting. Insertion sort, selection sort, bubble sort. So these are the different types of sorting techniques you have, so that you can sort whatever the numbers which are there. You will just keep on sorting them and you can arrange them. For example, I'll give some list of array number of items in an array. That will be like, it will be like 50, 10, 20. It will be like somewhere 40, 30. You people have to arrange this and you people have to show this. That is, you should get the answer like, you should specify this as 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. They will be somewhere, they will be jumbled like this. You people have to arrange them and set them. This is known as sorting. Okay. So arranging the items in a specific order is known as sorting. And in real time, wherever we are using, especially this, most of the time, whatever we are solving any examples, if we are doing anything, we will use this in our real time. That is it. You can use this in arranging the numbers. You can use this in arranging the strings, record of the students, employees, either in ascending order, descending order, whatever it is there. In library, you can use this type of sorting techniques to arrange the student IDs, whatever the books they have taken according to specific time and all. We will be using them in this real time. Okay. So next one is, you have searching. What is searching? So now for example, I have sorted the items like that. I have sorted the items like this. Now I will give you something, that is, I will give you some key value. So I'll ask you some key value as 40 and you people have to search these items in this. That is known as searching. Finding an element. Okay, particular item. That is, searching is known as just finding an element in the list is known as searching. Okay, the process of finding a particular item in large amount of data is known as searching. Okay, various searching algorithms are there. You have binary search, you have linear search, hashing algorithms. So these are all come under searching techniques. Okay, this is how. So algorithms where the numbers items will be there. Okay, they will be in a, you have to sort them first and then you people have to search them. This is what first sorting should be done, then searching should be done. Okay, that is known as searching. Okay, then you have string processing. Even I did this in data structures. We had this string processing or pattern matching. What is this? String processing. Manipulation of characters of a string. Okay, this is known as string processing. Manipulation. Manipulation of characters. Is known as string processing. What are the different string processings you can do in your syllabus or in the normal data structures? Is you can do string matching, you can do string searching, you can compare the strings, you can replace the strings, you can delete a string, you can add a string, you reverse a string, you can copy a string. You people know all these string functions we have done, right? Manipulation of characters, that is, copy the string, concatenation of two strings, then replace the string with upper letters, lower letters and all, delete a string, then string matching. These are all the different processings which we can do with the strings. And whatever the string manipulation functions you have, same thing we will be doing here. Okay, that you people have to study. That is the basics of data structures. Then very important thing, next important thing is graph. What is a graph? So graph, look, graph G is a set of vertex V and a set of edge E where E belongs to V. A graph can be represented in either two ways. It can be adjacent list or it can be adjacency matrix. Even I have explained you this in the first beginning of this. Look here. It can be either a graph is like this. A simple graph, it is a collection of vertices. Look here. These are all vertices A, B, C, D, E, whatever we have representing. These are all vertices and lines are known as edges. You can represent this in form of this linked list. How you do you represent this one also I taught you this one also. Look here, you have to take node A and see what are the different adjacency list. Adjacency, that is node A is connected to how many nodes. A is connected to B and C. Just write them B and C, and you should, whenever you're writing them, you people have to write that in form of ascending order, that is in alphabetical order you keep writing. That's all. And this will be, last will be null. That's all. And B is connected to A and C. A and C. This is the list representation of a matter, the graph. Okay. And C, whatever, C is connected to A, C is connected to B, C is connected to D and E. A, B, C, D, A, B, D, E. And D is connected to C. This is how we represent a graph. Okay. Then how you represent the adjacency matrix? Just keep on adding all the vertices, take all the vertices in rows and columns and see whether from that how many connections are there to other vertex. Look here, do you have any connection A to A? There is self loop? No. A to B is there, make it as 1. A to C is there, make it as 1. A to D? No, 0. A to E? No, 0. A to F? No, 0. Like that, you people have to see and you people have to represent that in a form of graph. Sorry, matrix. This is a matrix representation. Okay, I will show this on a board and I'll show you. Now we will go with the last one, combinational, shall I represent that in the slate and then I'll go with this and I will go with later. I'll show you that. Okay. Then combinatorial problem. This is also very important question. They'll ask you the definitions of this. What is combinatorial problems? In what is a graph? What is a combinatorial problem? They'll ask you. Okay. So this combinatorial problem, you will have this in 4th module and 5th module. Like they will be travel salesman problem, graph coloring problems and all. You'll have those problems. You'll be studying that. Now, just now we will go with the definition. That's all. Look here. Problems that involve permutation, combination, or subtract constitutions are called combinatorial problems. Okay. The combinatorial problem satisfies certain conditions by either maximizing the profit or minimizing the cost. This you will be learning in module 4. Okay. 3 types of problems. These types of problem are difficult to compute because of the following reasons. Even if the size of the problem increases slightly, the number of combinatorial objects grows. It may lead to unambiguity. Okay. We will explain this in module 4 and 5. Then you'll come to know what is that. And example is traveling salesman problem, graph coloring. What is this graph coloring? For example, look here. There is a graph over here. I need to take one vertex A and the next vertex. For example, there will be certain many hackers. For example, I will be storing certain data. I'll store certain data in A and some part of data in C, some part of data in D. Okay. For us, this is A, B, C, D. It is easy to know. But whenever I am storing the data in this, I won't be knowing A is here, B is here, C is here. It will be very easy for the attacker to attack. So at that time, what they do, they will be using graph coloring. That is, they will put some color for this node, and so that the next data of that part of a part of data which is there, the continuation part will be somewhere in some other node. Okay, and the continuation of that will be based on the color coding. Okay, this will be green color, and the data, next data will be somewhere in blue color, other data will be green color. Like that, they will color this and they will keep the data in such a way that they will hide that from a hacker so that he cannot hack the data. Okay, for that purpose and all, this graph coloring is used. Okay, and traveling salesman problem is to find out the shortest distance and shortest paths. We will be using this traveling salesman problem and all. Okay, so this question is very important. Combinatorial, what is definition of graph and what is combinatorial problem?